Hello and welcome back to the YouTube channel for Catch. My name is Sam and I am the founder and lead coach here at Catch. Unshakable confidence is the key to getting everything that you want in life and dating. So on this channel we talk about everything to do with confidence, mindset and how to implement that in all areas of life, but with a focus on dating and relationships. If you want to work with us in any way, all that information is in the description box below, including a competition giveaway that we're doing at the moment that is free to enter, and it's to help build a movement around confidence and to support one another with it. And there's hundreds of pounds worth of prizes, so check that out. Just a quick video today, and actually not one that I was planning to film, but I felt really inspired to talk about this as a topic. People who are confident see themselves as the leader of their own lives. And what do I mean by that? Well, they have a mindset whereby they feel in charge of their life. They feel in charge of the outcomes of their life, how they feel, how they respond to situations and circumstances, how they approach life, the things that they go after, and they, most importantly, visualise a life for themselves that is what they want and believe they can have it, even if they do not have any evidence that it is possible or achievable for them. And if we think about a leader in a business setting, they will take over a team, a department, a whole business, and they will come in and they will have a vision. Okay, we are at this point in our business right now, we're at £1 million a year turnover. We can make that 5 million a year turnover, and we're going to do that with better marketing, getting the right people, training our people and paying them well, by launching new products or taking the products we have into new geographies. And they will paint this amazing vision about the future and the kind of future that they want to build, even though none of it exists yet. And they will get a whole team behind them, a group behind them who believe in that same vision, and they will all work towards it. And regardless of what challenges pop up, they'll find their way through until they create that outcome in their life. And you can see that with all of the most successful entrepreneurs. And I'll use this person as an example, regardless of my personal feelings about them. Elon Musk. He said, I want to create the biggest electric car company in the world. So he went about creating Tesla. And for a long time, they were the most sought after electric vehicles, but they came at a premium. So then he said, right, our focus now is to make them affordable for people. And then he moved on to SpaceX, and he said, look, space travel shouldn't just be for the select few. We should be able to reuse rockets, and it should be something that the private sector can also be involved in, not just the public sector. So he went after it. And the same for any inventor. Every single inventor, whether it was of flight, of electricity, etc., had to see a world where their invention or their solution to a problem was reality. And even though they didn't know how they were going to do it, they saw that outcome happening and they kept working towards it until that became a reality. And the reason, to step back, why am I talking about this on a channel that's related to mindset, confidence, and especially dating? Well, we can use that same mindset in any area of life. And what I've seen, especially online, when you look at dating commentary online, is people with a huge victim mindset, where they go, all men are like this, all women are like this, nothing is my fault, it's women these days, it's men these days, people aren't masculine enough or feminine enough, or casual dating has ruined things, or apps has ruined things, etc. But the thing is, there are still people out there who are getting what they want in all areas of life, including dating, even though they are facing the same circumstances as you. And by sitting there and complaining about your height or your income or men or women, it's not going to change the outcome. It's just going to make you more angry, more resentful, and sit in a place of helplessness, rather than thinking, wait a minute, I'm the leader of my life. If I want something different here, I have to do something different. And even if my whole life has been rejection after rejection, I have to see something new for myself and go after it, because I'm the only one that can change that. And sitting around here complaining and blaming everyone around me and complaining about men or women or the LGBTQ community or feminism or trans rights, etc., and how that's affected the dating pool, how can you change how you're showing up and your beliefs and your perceptions to achieve an outcome that you truly want? So for example, if you do not believe in casual dating or people sleeping around or having a high body count, then, but you're doing that yourself, why are you doing that? Because if you want a dating pool or a dating scenario whereby that isn't what's happening, something has to change. Someone has to change first. So by sitting there and casually dating yourself but complaining about how everyone's casually dating, someone has to make the first move. Someone has to change first. So be that leader, and maybe you'll inspire others to do that differently, because you talk about how you've decided to approach life in a certain way that embodies the values that are important to you. Why do you think not casually dating is important? What impact does that have for you? Rather than taking part in that and complaining about others who do it. Or, you know, I saw online the other day, this was quite sad actually, and something that I want to do another video on. There was a man who came online who was a certain height, and he had never had a problem in his love life. He had always approached people, he had dated people shorter, the same height, taller than him, always felt confident in himself, until he started listening to podcasts from men who were saying that women only want tall men and men with a certain amount of money. And then he felt not confident in himself anymore, and now he was too scared to approach people. So he had felt confident, but then through the influence of others who were going online, talking about their limiting beliefs, it had made someone else feel worse about themselves who previously hadn't had a problem. And that's why we talk about why confidence is so important and how to build your confidence. And you have to ignore any outside noise that takes away from the kind of life that you want and the direction that you want to go in, and make the decisions that are right for you, regardless of outside judgments, by being the leader. So spend some time, think about what your ideal life looks like, or an area of life, whether that's work, career, dating, relationships. Think about what that version of you would look like, regardless what other people are doing. It's not an excuse. And how you would show up differently, and fearlessly go after that and be that person. And assume that you will start to experience what you want as well, and watch that change. Because if you sit here complaining, nothing will change. But if you start to believe that there's people out there of the nature that you want, you know, others that don't casually date, if we go back to that example, people who take things seriously, if you start to tell yourself, yep, there's lots of other people out there who take dating seriously and intentionally, and you start to put yourself out there in that way, you make it clear what you're looking for, you don't engage with casual dating, you don't date people that engage in casual dating, and you date intentionally, you will be surprised how you will naturally find those kinds of people. They will pop up in your life, you'll attract or be inspired to go to events that have those sorts of people, or you might research it yourself and find spaces with similar kinds of people. But you have to make the decision and be bold first. Okay? So thank you for liking, sharing, commenting and subscribing, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.